What if you try and you fail? What if you give everything you have and it still is not enough? What if people laugh at you? These are the silent, terrifying questions that keep you awake at 2 in the morning. This is the invisible wall that holds you back from taking the first step, the fear of failure. Let me tell you a secret that successful people rarely talk about. Everyone feels fear. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who stay comfortable in obscurity is not the absence of fear. It is what they decide to do with it. If you let fear dictate your choices, you are voluntarily surrendering your own power. You are letting a hypothetical future, a picture that exists only inside your own imagination, stop you from building a real, meaningful present. Failure is not your enemy. In fact, failure is the greatest teacher you will ever have in your journey. Think about every master, every leader, every champion you admire. They did not arrive at the peak by never falling down. They arrived at the peak because every time they fell, they got back up, dusted themselves off, learned the lesson, and kept climbing forward. Failure is simply feedback. It is life testing your passion, stripping away your weakness, and showing you exactly where you need to grow stronger. When you fail, you do not lose. You only lose when you quit. The real tragedy in life is not trying something and failing. The real tragedy is looking back 20, 30, or 40 years from now, filled with the crippling weight of regret. Asking yourself, what if I had tried? Regret hurts 100 times more than failure ever will. Failure stings for a moment, but regret stays with you for a lifetime. So why are you so afraid of making a mistake? Why are you holding yourself back, waiting for a guarantee that does not exist? There are no guarantees in life, only opportunities waiting to be seized by those who are brave enough to risk stepping out of their comfort zone. Stop overthinking every single detail. Stop worrying about what your friends, your family, or strangers on the internet will say if things do not go according to plan. Most people judge you because your courage reminds them of their own cowardice. They are terrified to try, so they want you to stay safe with them. Silence their opinions. Disconnect from their doubts. When you walk into the darkness of the unknown, you build undeniable mental strength. You realize that even if things fall apart, you have the inner resilience to put the pieces back together and come back even stronger than before. You are far tougher than you give yourself credit for. You have survived every hard day, every heartbreak, every obstacle that has ever crossed your path up to this very second. You are still standing. Do not let the fear of a small setback steal the vast potential of your future. Tonight, make a firm decision to make peace with the possibility of failing. Embrace the uncertainty. Understand that every step forward, even a stumbled step, is bringing you closer to the person you are destined to become. Tomorrow, when you take action, do it with courage. Stand tall, trust your vision, and remember the only true failure in life is refusing to try. Take the leap and trust yourself.